Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So the international break is over and it's now time to start looking at our sides and see what we've got before the deadline on Saturday. As you can see in my side, I've got 3 yellow flags in Gabriel, Semenyo and Fernandes. I do think Semenyo and Enzo Fernández do start in game week 12, but I'm not too sure if Enzo Fernández plays the full 90 minutes. Chelsea have got Arsenal and Barcelona next week and I think he'll be rested for them 2 games. So with this in mind, I am looking at potentially selling Enzo Fernández this game week. Chelsea have got Arsenal in game week 13, and I think a lot of managers will be selling him that game week. And then in game week 14, they're away against Leeds. That on paper does look like a good fixture, but Leeds have been doing pretty well at home, so I'm not too sure how that will go. And I think Chelsea will rotate over the Christmas period and manage Enzo Fernandez' knee problem that he's got at the moment, so I'm not too sure if he starts all the time and plays the full 90 minutes. So I'm thinking I could potentially sell him this game week, and then I've got rid of him for game week 13, where he's got Arsenal. I don't think Gabriel will be fit for game week 12 or 13, and they've got Tottenham and Chelsea, so I do think it is a good time to sell him. As I mentioned in my transfer targets video last week, I was looking at potentially buying Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool's fixtures are getting really good from now till game week 19, so I do think that's an easy transfer, Gabriel to Van Dijk. Then the other 2 transfers that I could sell this game week, one of them's Bowen. West Ham's fixtures aren't the greatest from now till game week 19. So I'm looking potentially to sell him and get somebody for a cheaper price, and then I can upgrade somebody else in my squad. And that other transfer that I could potentially do is selling Dewsbury-Hall. Everton's fixtures aren't the greatest from now till game week 19. So I do think I could potentially sell Dewsbury-Hall this game week. So now let's look at my exit rankings. And as you can see, I do think I will sell Bowen and Gabriel. And then at risk, I do think I'll potentially sell Enzo Fernández or Dewsbury-Hall. So 0.3 million in the bank and 3 transfers to use. Let's have a look at my shortlist and who I could buy. As I've mentioned, I'm looking to buy a defender, a midfielder and a forward. Instead of Gabriel, I do think I'll buy Van Dijk, but Munoz, O'Reilly, Richards and Van Heck are good options. I'm pretty certain I will sell Bowen this game week, and it's Thiago and Guiu that I replace him with. With Thiago, if I buy him, I'm going to play him. If I buy Guiu, then I'll sit him third on my bench. And then for the midfielder options, do I sell Enzo Fernández or Dewsbury-Hall? And if I sell either of them, do I buy Bruno Fernandes or do I buy Mbeumo? I'm still 50-50 on this decision, but I'll show you the 2 options that I'm thinking. In option number 1, I sell Gabriel, Enzo and Bowen, and I buy Virgil van Dijk and Mbeumo and Thiago. With doing these 3 transfers, I'll have 0.3 million still left in the bank. I can't afford Bruno Fernandes in this option because he's 0.1 million more expensive than I've got. With this option, I'm thinking I don't free hit in game week 13, then I've got Thiago at home against Burnley. Then I'll have 0.3 million in the bank and 1 free transfer in game week 13 to upgrade one of my players to get a better play for that game week. Then option number 2 is to sell Gabriel, Dewsbury-Hall and Bowen and get Virgil, Bruno and Guiu. Again, this will leave me 0.3 million in the bank, but I'm thinking with option number 2, I use the free hit in game week 13. So if I did option number 1 and got Virgil van Dijk and Mbeumo and Thiago into my side, this is how it looked for game week 12. I do like this side and I do like Thiago as an option, but do I really want him now or do I want to just buy him in game week 16? Buying him now means I'm upgrading Guiu in game week 16 to get him in my side. But at the same time with this option in game week 16-17, I'll be banking in a transfer to sell Mbeumo to somebody like Bruno Fernandes instead. So I'm booking in a transfer around game week 16-17 for one of these players either way. But we do get 5 transfers in game week 16 and I have got to use one because in game week 17 you can't roll one over to get 6 transfers, so you have got to use one or else you lose it. So having a transfer in mind for game week 16 isn't the worst because you will have to use one. So if I did make all them 3 transfers in game week 12, this is how my side would look for game week 13. I'd have Thiago at home against Burnley, I'd have Mbeumo away against Crystal Palace, and I'll have Virgil van Dijk away against West Ham. With me having Thiago in my side, I don't think I'd use the free hit. I think I'd save it until game week 16 or 18. We're now going into the winter months and holding on to the free hit might not be the worst idea because we might get postponements from now till game week 19. And if you still got the free hit and that does happen and we get a few postponements, at least you can change your side and get them players out your side that have got that match postponed. But saying that from game week 16, we'll get 5 extra transfers. So if we do get a few postponements, at least you've got 5 transfers to fix your side. But holding on to the free hit chip might not be the best thing to do because we might not get any postponements from now till game week 19. And you have to use the free hit chip by game week 19. And a lot of the game weeks, a lot of my players have got good fixtures, so if there isn't any postponements, I don't really need to use the free hit. So now let's look at option number 2, and I've sold Gabriel again for Van Dijk. I sold Bowen and got Guiu, and then I've been able to upgrade Dewsbury-Hall all the way up to Bruno Fernandes. With these 3 transfers, it means I've gone into a 3-5-2. I do like this side for game week 12, but as I've mentioned, I'm not too sure if Enzo Fernández plays the full 90 minutes. With this option, I probably will sell Guiu in game week 16 and get Thiago instead of him. So if I did make all these free transfers, let's have a look at my side for game week 13. So I'd have Enzo Fernández at home against Arsenal. So the difference from option number 1 to option number 2, in option number 1 I'd have Thiago at home against Burnley, in option number 2 I'd have Enzo Fernández at home against Arsenal. So option number 1 looks better for game week 13, and I'm not too sure about this side for game week 13. The positive about this side is I've kept Enzo Fernández away against Burnley in game week 12, and I've also got him for game week 14 away against Leeds. And I've got Bruno Fernandes in my side, so I'm not booking in a transfer around game week 16-17 when the African Cup of Nations, and I'm not taking Mbeumo out my side. With this option, I probably will activate the free hit in game week 13, so I'll have 2 free transfers in game week 15. And with them 2 free transfers, I probably will be looking at selling Senesi, Semenyo or Enzo Fernández. And then in game week 16, I probably will be selling Guiu and getting Thiago instead of him. So finally, we're back at my 2 options. I'm still 50-50 of which route to go down. This is why my transfer plans video has been delayed, because I'm not too sure which route to go down. Please let me know in the comment section what you do with my side. Would you go for option number 1 and not use the free hit in game week 13? Or would you go for option number 2 and use the free hit in game week 13? And if you think I'm making the wrong free transfers this game week, get in the comment section and let me know what you'd do. So there we have it for my game week 12 transfer plans. I will be back in the morning to do a team selection video. Hopefully by that point I've worked out if I'm going to do option number 1 or option number 2 this game week. Lastly, I just want to say thank you everybody that subscribed to my channel. I hit 1,000 subscribers this week. Before the international break, I had a target of getting 500 subscribers before the end of the year. Then I changed it to 1,000 because I already hit it. And now with me hitting that target, I've set a new target of 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you did get something from this video, hit that like and subscribe button. You aim to get 20 likes on this video. I'll be back tomorrow for a team selection video. Anyway, signing off. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.